Welcome everyone to School of Timeless Wisdom Talks and Happy New Year, Happy New 2025. Today we're going to speak about the significance of the numbers of 2025. Now, every year comes with a number, a specific number that, yes, numbers do repeat themselves, so they have common themes and intelligent themes, but they are also affected by much, much more. So do not think that when it's a year of one, every year of one is going to be the same, or if it's a year of 9, it's going to be the same. It is and it isn't. So what do I mean by this? I mean that every year has got some sort of theme for the collective of humanity. So we have here, we're dealing with two numbers. The one number that is the year itself, like 2025. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. If we add them up, they will add to 9. So this is a year of 9 for the collective. And I'm going to speak about the significance of it for the collective. And then we also have the individual, because, the collective is going through its own cycle, the yearly cycle, and the individual is also going through a cycle that, yes, is affected by 2025, but it goes a little bit deeper, so I will go into it. But I want you all to bear in mind one thing, that you are above your numbers. Every person, every individual, no matter what, you have the potential to rise above your numbers. So numbers are not destiny. They are only keys. They are only indications of what will happen, themes for the year, which, if you are aware, if you're working on yourself, the power of prayer, the power of engagement, the power of genuinely being positive and doing what you're supposed to do, then you're not affected, or you are affected by the positive things, or the positive elements that are in the year will actually kind of like brighten your light. So here, please do not take any number as doom and gloom, and this is it. If you take it this way, this will be it. Now, why do we go for readings? Why do people ask me to do a reading, whether energy reading, numerology, whatever it is? It is because I look at where you are and I tell you the highest, the most likely possibility of where you'll end up if you continue thinking the same way. For me, a reading means I am asking you to revise yourself, change what is there, and take the road that makes you happy. So here, some people say, aren't we fated? Yes, and you're also fated to hear that if you continue thinking this way, this is where you'll end, and you come and have a reading with Omnia, so you change it. This is also fate. If you want to look at it this way, everything is fate. In fact, fate is what you make it. So by continuing to focus, to think in a specific manner, you will only get a specific outcome. So let's speak about 2025. So 2025, 9 in this year comes from 2025. So we're really playing with not 4 numbers, but 3 numbers, because 2 is coming twice. So the power of 2. 2 is a wonderful number. 2 is the number of intuition, love and peace, harmony, balance. And when you want to tell someone, I don't like the way you're doing this, you're diplomatic. You don't just go and say, I don't like it. You go and say, you know what? You have wonderful abilities. I'm just amazed that if only you shifted this, or you looked at it from this point of view and you put it in a happy light. So the person in front of you does not reject it, but on the contrary, will accept it. So it's the number of diplomacy, and it's the number of peace. If you've noticed what happened recently, like there is a ceasefire in Gaza. Peace. Yes, because it's the year of peace. It's a double two. Since the year 2000, you know, before 2000, it was 19 something, 1900s. 1 and 9 meant anyone born in the 1900s had beginnings and endings. So you will see that they are performers, that if they say, I'm going to do this, more often than not, they will accomplish their mission. Since the year 2000, anyone born 2000 and after, they have the duality. Duality is working through them. They kind of like look at both sides of the coins. Yes, they are super intuitive, but they are willing to quit. Not because they're quitters. If their numbers like the 1 and the 9, 9 is completion. 1 is initiation. This is why the 2000 onward generation is dependent on AI. The 1900 generation didn't have AI, didn't have a lot of these tools. They depended on initiating things from their own selves. So that's what numbers indicate. So 2024, it's got a double two, which means that the 2 is extremely significant this year because it comes with double power. So if you meditate, it will give you double intuition. If you trust yourself, you will get it double. If you want peace, or at odds, will want to sit down and negotiate. Why? Because 2 is the number of negotiation. Love, peace, harmony, and you will want balance. 0 is always means be positive. So it means, and 0, it's a circle. So the beginning and the ending of a circle. You're not in a vicious circle. Don't go there. No. Oh, that will go full circle. It means that it will zero itself out, meaning it will come to its full potential. Not giving you 0. No. Come to its highest potential. When a circle comes to fulfillment, it means joy and celebration, and we open a new circle. We launch forward. We have gone a step up. Now, if humanity, so this is for humanity, we have the potential of, as human beings, going up, rising. And 5 is a very significant number. Again, it's an intuitive number because it's the 5 senses, meaning there's a 6th sense behind it. So here, people will be more susceptible to what they feel, what they smell, what they taste, what they touch, the 5 senses. And 5 always means seeking spiritualism, spiritual mastery, bettering the self, searching for guides, listening to talks like this, bettering yourself with protection, because 5 comes with protection. This is why you always see the hand as the symbol in many traditions for protection. They wear it, they hold it, they hang it in front of the house, in their car. It is the protective symbol, 5. And a human being is, when we stretch out our arms and our legs and we stand, we are 5, like a 5-pointed star. So it represents the human being. So add all this and it becomes 9. So what is 9? 9 here is affected by a number of things. So this is why I'm saying not every year that will amount to 9 will be the same. Like, for example, the year 2007, 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 7 gives 9. But it's very different from 2025. So here, 9 is always means perfect incarnation of divinity on earth, because it comes to a completion. So whatever divine will is coming to a completion. A lot of people think that completion means death, war, destruction, ending. No, ending is sometimes very beautiful, because you need to end a job to start a new one. You need to end a marriage to start another. You need to end things in order to start something else. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to end your marriage or end your job this year or end the relationship. No, I'm not saying this, but it means that you need to fulfill what is promised of you in this cycle you're going through in order to launch forward to a new cycle. Now, in the year of 9, as a collective, we will see the destruction of the old. And this destruction of the old, it can be after all the wars that have taken place. We've destroyed things like the year started with what? Fires in San Francisco. So this is destruction. It means that San Francisco needs to be built anew. And Gaza is going through peace negotiation. So here, the destruction will always come with something very positive after. So bear this in mind. Now, in terms of, so this is in terms of the universe, yes, we will see a lot of things destroyed to give, excuse me, to make room for something new to be built on top of it. A lot of death, yes, because it's the ending cycle. There will be a lot of death from natural catastrophes, from diseases, from pandemic, from consequences, from effects. It doesn't matter from what, but a lot of people will choose to leave the planet this year more than any other time because the cycle is coming to an end. So the new world that is coming forth, the ascension process that we are undergoing, is not conducive to their energies. So they will decide to part. And because 9 is master number, so in this year, a lot of people will decide, I've had it. I'm not going to continue this way anymore. Or I've given it all I need to give it, and now it's time to face myself, to face the truth, to launch somewhere forward. And this is also happening on a collective for humanity, in the sense that not just individual. It's mainly planet Earth is going through the 9th cycle. So it's kind of like shuffling things and balancing things and getting rid of lots of things in order to build and have things new and fresh. So it's an extremely important spiritual cycle for humanity. Now, it is coupled with two things. 2025, it will mainly, it's a water sign. It's the year of the element. Its element is water. So water will affect a lot of people. So you will find that more than any other time, you're susceptible to crying, to feeling emotional, to feeling that you are sensitive. And the peak of any of this feeling, of the emotional body working on you or your emotions moving, is when the moon is on the increase, waxing. Especially the last week, the week where it becomes a full moon. Especially the 3 days where you've got the completion of a full moon before it goes into to decrease to waning moon. So when it's waxing moon, your emotions will be building up. So be careful. Every year there will be a culmination of the moon, and the moon always hits the water element. So it's associated with it. So this is a year of emotions. A lot of people will wake up. Emotions meaning what? I'm going to become emotional, hysterical? No way. I'm going to, because it's the year of 9, it's the year of spiritual growth, it's the year of the spiritual master coming out of you. And if you feel you haven't got it, you will be seeking people, but do not listen to everything that you are told. If it's negative, run away. This is a very positive cycle. And I'm going to underline this again. If anyone is going to hinder 2025 and say it's doom and gloom, run away, because it is one of the most positive cycles for humanity to launch forward. Put your right foot forward. You are launching, because it is launching with the power of the 9, which means the master, divine mastery coming from within, or help will come to you from out. And second thing, that water element emotions are the most important things for a human being. It's what makes you human. Emotions are your indication of what is right and wrong. When they are out of balance, you are out of balance. Now, you need to take care of one thing. If people come and play on your emotions, like a friend of mine just called me and she said, oh my God, I got on Facebook this woman who's supposed to be a psychic and a reader, and I don't know her. And she wrote to me and she said, a lot of people hate you. They are there to get you. They are getting you down. You need to contact me. And she said, help me. She saw me. I said, no, she didn't see you. She's only seeing her own greed. If someone sees you, they don't see your doom and gloom. They see who you are in your heart or here. These are the two places that true psychics are able to see. Through your third eye on the forehead, they immediately, between the two eyes, in. Why? Eyes are the windows of the soul or the heart. Excuse me, there is no third. Yes, chakras are not chakras, but the real you is here and here. So just ignore her. She's serving her own end. Excuse me. So don't listen to anything that is negative, and don't listen to anything that is over. You stopped me in my tracks. Your light was blinding. I cannot believe that you are shining like this. Excuse me? I don't want to hear this. So someone who's willing to praise you for their own agenda to just win you, also run away. It's also a part of emotional blackmail. So this is the year of emotions. You will be susceptible to it. Now, finally, this is also 2025 is coupled with the wooden snake. Snake is the symbol of Kundalini, enlightenment, intelligence. And it is very important. So when we have this coupled in 2025, it means that this is a very potent, important year for humanity to wake up, to make a shift. Now, so we've got here emotions from the moon, the wooden snake, intelligence and awakening. And then the planet that will really have a lot of significance in 2025 is Mars. Now, a lot of people say Mars, oh, the war planet, we're going to have more wars. No. War is about what? Power. Action. Engagement. So when that planet is affecting Earth, it means that as human beings, we will be engaging. We will finally find our power. I will find this power to change my career. I will find this power to write that book. I will find this power to say no to my friends. I need time for myself. I will find this power to engage. Excellent. Now, so this is on a conscious, like global consciousness. Please, it's a global consciousness. It is wonderful. On a personal level, you have a cycle that is not necessarily in match with the global cycle. So not everyone is going to be a 9. So here you're going to ask me, how do I find my own cycle? And I will say it's very simple. Day of birth, month of birth. So the day and the month, you add those two. So for example, I'm born on the 31st. 3 + 1 = 4. My month is 5, May. So 4 + 5 is 9. Okay? So the number from my day and month is 9. This is constant every year. And then I take 2025, adds to another 9. 9 + 9 = 18. 1 + 8, 9. So Omnia is in a double 9, 9th cycle this year a personal 9, and a global 9. Let's take another. If you are born on 30th of January, so you drop the 0, you've got 3, and then January is, the month is 1, 4. So 4 plus 9 makes 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So whoever is born on 30th of January, it's a 4th cycle. So this is how you get to know the cycle, the year you're in, what cycle you're going through. A third example, 12th of February. So if you're born 12th of February, 1 plus 2, 12, equals 3. And February is 2, so it's 5. 5 plus 9, which is 2025. 5 plus 9 will give me 14. 1 plus 4 will give me 5. So that person will be in the year of 5. I'm going to speak about all the cycles that you can be in. So if you are in 2025 going through a first cycle, it means new beginnings, courage. It means you had a tough year last year, and this year promises that you will launch forward. It might be a new relationship, change of work, change of home, changes for the better, and you want a new look, and you are taking initiative to have something new in your life. The theme is being an entrepreneur, initiator, change for the better. Even if it comes out of a massive broken heart or a divorce, believe in it. And if you have not been divorced in a 9, 1 will conclude it. And then you're free to launch forward. If you are in a second cycle, a personal second cycle, the cycle of 2, it will be resonating with the 2 and 2 in 2025. It means that this is an excellent year, intuitive year for you to meet a partner, to start a business, to find a good work partner. It is a wonderful year for working on the self, intuition, and so on and so forth. If you're in a third cycle, the third cycle, it means a trinity, which means it's the cycle of relationships. You will be working a lot with communication, relationship building, expanding. So if you haven't been in contact with, for example, classmates from 30 years ago, you will dig them out. You will bring them in your life. You will expand. If you're in a business, it's the best year to do social media for your business, to expand, to grow, to find new elements. If you are a couple married, like 2 was for marriage, 3 would be you'll have a child, or creativity. So 3 is always about creativity, being creative and expanding. It's communicating this creativity to the outside. 4, it's a very good year, financial. So you're building a solid financial base so that you can rest in the future, which means buying, selling, investing. It all goes wonderful for you. 4, responsibility and building. 5, if you're in a 5th cycle, in 2025, it means the cycle of freedom, travel, spirituality, launching forward, wanting to find true voices, spiritual masters. And it's also the cycle where you will expand yourself by listening to things that you have not listened to. Now, if you're in a 6th cycle is a very intuitive cycle. It's the mirror cycle. It is the cycle like the mother. It is the cycle that will tell you, these are your faults. Please eat better. Please do this. Please, there is a problem in the marriage. It's I call it the mirror cycle. If you heed it, and you put things in alignment, you're fine. If you don't, in 3 years, it comes back in a vengeance. But 6 is a very intuitive cycle. It is the 6th sense cycle. 6th sense, because we look at ourselves in the mirror and realize, my marriage is not what it ought to be. My children are not performing well, and I'm ignoring it because I'm too tired. No, you cannot ignore it. I'm not happy at work. Well, if you're not happy at work, where would you be happy? and you need to change it. 6. 7 is the cycle of the mystic. That's when we become a bit kind of like hermits or seek spiritual travel or seek help and so on and so forth. So 7 is a wonderful, wonderful cycle for spiritual growth, working on the self. 8 is the cycle of infinity. It is auspicious cycle to make money, to get promotions, to move forward, which doesn't mean that the rest of the cycles aren't. They are good, but 8 is infinity. It's kind of like, wow, nothing can stop you. And if you're negative, you get it infinite times. So you can spiral down, not spiral up, because 8 is infinity. So you really, really need to watch your thoughts, your heart, your actions, what you say. If you're in a 9th cycle, like me, then it means that this is the cycle of endings. If you're in a job that's not in alignment with the core being of who you are, you're going to be kicked out or you're going to find new work. If you are not taking care of your health, you will find yourself in hospital. If you are not, that is heeding the 6th cycle that mirrored them all to you. So in the 9th cycle, it is divorce if I don't take care of my relationships, loss of work if I haven't been honest and true to myself, or my children are really going in the wrong ways and I don't know how to help them. I've left it for too long. Now I can't control, and so on. But the good thing about it, for those who have worked on themselves, 9 is, oh, the happiest year you can pass through, because you know that things are finalizing, new doors are opening, and you are in balance. So 9 is the year of balance, spiritual growth. And this is why you will find a lot of people losing jobs to find their path, losing loved ones who are very ill so that they are free to grow, and the loved ones are also free to rise and ascend somewhere else. It's a collective and it is individual, affecting the individual, and it is an amazing place to be in. Just have a very quick look. So, for example, if someone is born here, they're telling me the 6th of the 11th. So the 6th of the 11th, yes, it gives you an 8. But 6th of the 11th, it will, if you're the 6th of November, then it starts in November. Your 8th cycle is in November. Now you're in a 7th cycle. 8, yeah. Now you're in a 7th cycle, the cycle of spirituality, growth, wanting to spend time with yourself, the hermit. So work on it and take the time to enlighten yourself and to remain in the positive light. Drop. 9 is about what? Dropping everything that doesn't help you to grow. So if you're in a 7th cycle, you will want to do this even more, because you're working on 7 levels, your 7 chakras, 7 heavens. It is a very important cycle. In a nutshell, this is it. Please make sure that you, in a 9th cycle, meditate to get the benefit of it. So meditation is key. Facing the self with courage and dropping what does not belong to you. And know one thing, we've been working together for a very long time in Timeless Wisdom. And whoever has been working on the self means you can only elevate. There is something called, my numbers are in control of me, if you allow them to be. But another thing is, I am in control of my numbers. And this is where you are all at. And not just in Timeless Wisdom, anywhere in the world. You're all in your power. Okay, I'll take a final question. If you are on the 10th of November, so which is on the 10th of November, 3, It means now you're in a second cycle until November. You are in a second cycle, and November of 2025, you will start your third cycle. So it means working on relationships. It's a cycle of relationships, being with the family and so forth. Thank you very much, and I wish you a beautiful 2025. There is only good in 2025. I did not speak about negatives because it is not a negative year. They've been trying to make it the year of death and doom and gloom. It is not. Humanity has won, and humanity is going to the light. Humanity is in perfect ascension. Thank you very much.